Welcome to Company Showcase, an advertising feature on HowStreet.com.
I'm Jim Goddard. I'm speaking with American Manganese CEO and President Larry Reaugh. Larry, still pretty busy around the shop?
Oh, it's been busy, Jim. We've had some interesting things that have happened in the company. But before I get into that, I just received a shareholders letter, and they were wondering about the testing that's going on. I expect, and I hate to give timelines because, they're not in my control, but I really do expect that next week we'll have the results of the current testing we're doing. And, it would certainly be after Monday, which is a holiday here in BC. So we'll see what comes. And sometimes I wonder if maybe I shouldn't give too much expectation out in my podcast, because I always get backlash on it. And but people have to understand that when I ask somebody for when they think they'll have it ready, and they give me their best estimate, it's not in my control, and it's really, not in their control. This is R&D, and which is another word for trial and error. So it happens when it happens. But I just want to remind everybody that we've already proven our proof of concept. So it's not like we're trying to reinvent the wheel here. It's we've already proven what we can do. And we work with the material that we get, and if that material is not prepared in the proper way, then it's more time consuming, and we have to try to get the best results we can out of it. But with our process, we have patents running right through from the disassembly of the material off of cathode materials, and to the metallurgical process that allows us to capture all of the cathode materials. So that's said and done. We did send out to our shareholders a interview that happened with a London group called Best Mag, and what I'd like to point out there is that they said in the first paragraph it was difficult to find any companies which could demonstrate they had made significant progress towards a commercial process. And so they settled on us, which is a big kudo for us. And this is a magazine that does thorough research, and we got onto their list, and they interviewed us, and that's fantastic. Another thing that I have attached is a patent infringement lawsuit. I've talked about patents as protecting the holder. That's why we've focused on the patents and the process in the first 2.5 to 3 years here to make sure that we had that all locked down. And because now you're seeing, I just included one lawsuit that's going on between a company on lithium-ion batteries. And that lawsuit just gives you an example that patents do protect you. And if you're caught using somebody else's patented process, you could be in for some steep fines. So I just wanted to bring that up so people could see that, hey, that's what patents are all about. Patents are to protect the originator of the patent, and in our case, that's us. So we would hope that nobody would be trying to copy our patents as such. Now, I think things are getting a heck of a lot better out there in the market. If you haven't noticed, there's all kinds of recycling news, not just from guys that are claiming to recycle, but actually articles on them where they're actually starting to think there might be some profits in recycling. And we are certainly getting a lot of attention off of that. And, I wish that the shareholders just sit in here one day and see how many calls come in and how many conference calls there are. We're early in the game, but things will start happening very rapidly. Next year should be a banner year. And I expect that at that time we will, be front and center with our process and hopefully have a partner and move on to building a plant and some other things that we're working on. Will hopefully all start to gel late this year or early next year.
Larry, does the air quality emergency that we're seeing in some cities in India show you how desperate their push might be to get electric vehicles on the road?
Oh, yes. That all helps. And it certainly, when governments decide to start legislating these things, that, brings the pendulum swings right back to us. So, that's great news. India, by the way, has been one of the most aggressive countries to contact us. They're really pushing hard for EV battery manufacturing and electric cars, and the whole process. They're looking at recycling. They're planning on spending billions of dollars on this in the very near future. So, no, that's looking great. The EV car manufacturing should start picking up, and battery manufacturing should start picking up early next year. And some of these forecasts, if they're only half right, or even if they're only 20% right, it's only a boon to us. I mean, we're talking $6 billion worth of recycling here by 2030. And if we could get 20-30% of that, or even more, that would be certainly a company builder for American Manganese.
Larry, for people new to the company, what are you all about?
We're a critical metals company that has focus on recycling lithium-ion batteries. That was all launched off a technology that we developed back in 2009 and 10 and patented in 2012. That patent works for recycling lithium-ion batteries. A lot of changes. It's not just simple. You just can't do the same thing because that was ore. We're dealing with cathode materials here. And but it's developed a whole new set of patents for the company that allows us to actually say we can actually recycle lithium-ion batteries and get great, fantastic results. And maybe we won't get the peak results that we did in the initial testing, but certainly would put us front and square in the game. So that's only a great thing for the company. You can do a due diligence on us at AmericanManganeseInc.com. You can phone us at 778-574-4444. You can email me at lreaugh, L-R-E-A-U-G-H at AMYMN.com, and I will try to answer your questions. We are traded on the Toronto Venture Exchange under the symbol AMY. We're traded in the U.S. under the symbol AMYZF, and we're traded in Frankfurt under the symbol 2AM.
Larry, thanks for the update.
You're welcome, Jim.
We've been speaking with Larry Reaugh, CEO and President of American Manganese. I'm Jim Goddard. Our conversation took place on November 8th.
Comments made on Company Showcase are an expression of opinion only and should not be construed in any manner whatsoever as recommendations to buy or sell any financial instrument at any time. Archived online at HowStreet.com. Company Showcase is a production of How Street Media Incorporated.